Ma Zijun, a student studying in Temasek Poly. Today, we are going to talk about the statistics. The news I've chosen focuses on college students' weekly study hours. According to a survey, most college students spend an average of 10 to 13 hours studying per week. Only 11% of students study more than 25 hours weekly. This is far less than expected. Now, let's analyze this data further. We assume the population mean study time is 11 hours per week, and we will use a two-tailed t-test to evaluate if this assumption holds. My new hypothesis is the true average weekly study hours of college students is 11 hours. My alternative hypothesis is the true average weekly study hours of college students differs from 11 hours. I gathered 30 responses via Microsoft Forms from college students' peers. This small but targeted sample is intended to reflect real study habits, supporting the reliability of the results. To calculate and analyze the data in Excel, let's talk about how to use the relevant formulas. Alright, let's start by looking at the sample mean at first. We use the average formula to calculate the sample mean. Is from A3 to A32. There are 30 data here. And we use the STDEV point S formula to calculate the sample standard deviation. It's also from A3 to A32. Next, for inferential statistics, test the statistic and p-value. We use t-test for this survey, because we only collect 30 sample data and we don't know the exact population standard deviation. We use this formula to help us to calculate the t0. In this case, is E4 minus E6 is divided by E5 over the square root of E3, and then we use the TDS formula to calculate the p-value. The first value in the bracket is the standard is the t0, and the second value is the deck freedom. The third value is the number of tails. Since we use the two-tailed test in this case, so the third value is 2. Then we use the confidence point t to calculate the margin error. As p-value is bigger than the significance value, there is insufficient evidence to reject the claim that most college students spend an average of 11 hours per week studying. Okay, after that, we can construct the 95% confidence interval here, based on my prior data. The sample mean is 11.67. My margin error is 1.22. So we can conclude that the confidence interval is from 10.45 to 12.89. We can be 94% confident that the true average weekly study hours for all students falls between 10.45 to 12.89. That's all. Bye.